there was a new buying power study has come out. And of course, it's from Nielsen, one of the three dominant purveyors, Selig number one, Nielsen right behind them, McKinsey right behind them. A new study from Nielsen, which arrives just in time for Black History Month. So I'm assuming this is a little bit older, even though it's reported to have come out in April, that Black buying power is increasing. The Nielsen report serves as a green light for brands and programmers to invest in customer-centric strategies that deepen connections with Black audiences. And opportunities abound. The study estimates that Black audiences will pack $2.1 trillion in buying power in 2026, up 2.4 times since the year 2000. So again, every time they do this, they do reveal themselves. It's just not often properly reported. The Nielsen report serves as a green light for advertisers. Again, this is not, hey, Black people, let's help you understand your relationship to the economy. This is not targeting them. This is why I've been saying from the beginning that even well-meaning Black scholars and activists have misread this concept. They're not talking about what Black people actually have and can do whatever they want with. And the report, I did download it. I mean, it's something I feel like we've even looked at it here already. I feel like this story is just late and showed up in my feed. But it's well summarized in this story here. One thing is certain: brands' approach to Black consumers cannot be business as usual. And just quickly, I'll just pull this. I'll come back to that in a second because the summary there is just as good. But here's the report. And again, I feel like we've gone through this report already, and it's just like all the other ones. Charlene Polite Corley, the VP of Diverse Insights and Partnerships at Nielsen, said that 67% of Black Americans are likely to seek out new brands if the current provider doesn't align with the causes they care about. So again, you have a Black woman's face there. You have, her with this nice title, and it says Black in the story. But Nielsen's point here is not to tell Black people how to understand their relationship to the economy or do better with their money. It's here to help advertisers target Black consumers. So they're not saying even, hey, Black-owned businesses. They're saying any of you, all of you white ad buyers with all that ad revenue. Oh, and folks, I'm telling you, the Selling the Negro video, some of the comments on what I had to say about Rizza Islam's misunderstanding are wildly just bad. And the criticism is always consistent. It's never based on data or research. It's never specific to a claim that I've made or data that I've shared. It's always something about a feeling, or I just don't understand, or whatever. But I'm promising you, the reason I'm bringing it up again, people are not, in fact, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to review the work. Like, I'm not hiding. I want people to see the work. So, but what I'm trying to show yet again here is that the purpose of these reports is not to help Black people understand anything about the economy. They're not even talking to Black people. They're talking about Black consumers, and they're just simply saying, here's how you get them. And they're saying that Black people have the buying power because they're trying to the Black media outlets want to be able to again assure the white advertisers, when you spend all this money with us, we're going to tap you into this 2.4 trillion. And again, they just cite the Selig Center. They don't even tell you what report. They don't say anything about anything. There's no footnote. It just says this is what it is. And that's all that they have to say about that. Black people on the web, this is how much time they spend, what ages they are. This is how you need to target them. And use influencers, because Black people are 3 times more likely to be impacted by influencers. That's why you're more likely, maybe, or just as likely to see, whoever telling you about investment or crypto or business ownership. Radio is still big in the Black community, so they're saying advertisers go, but nothing in here about what Black people would need to understand to better themselves in the economy. None of that is meant to be part of the equation here. So, but when we come back, there are a couple other things interesting in this story. To help make sense of the latest installment, Spotlight spoke with Charlene Polite Corley, who I just showed you from the report. Really, this is a call to action and a reminder for advertisers that just trying to reach Black consumers is more than just a business, more than just business as usual at this moment. It's about connecting. Nielsen's latest study offers critical insights into the economic and cultural influence of Black consumers, reinforcing the importance of intentional and authentic engagement or advertising. So again, we're here to help advertisers. That's it.
Message.
The study focuses on consumer behavior and purchasing power. This is to be understood as the power to buy what you advertise, not some actual economic strength. That's why, finding highlights the need for storytelling, advertising, and the content strategies that resonate with Black audiences in meaningful ways. But any company looking for a return on investment, ROI, on their ad dollars should know that it's more complicated than that. So again, look who they're talking to. How do you get them to say, "Hey, they got me, they get me, they understand me," as opposed to "they got me"? Understand the nature of conversations with Black audiences. Yes, we are still a community and a diaspora, but intentionality and nuance can just really superpower a brand's efforts and help them be more effective. Again, superpower a brand's efforts. The diaspora, the pan-africanism is not meant to help Black people in this context. It's meant to help Black people be targeted. How podcasts offer audiences content that is less scripted. So you get podcast, product placement, your stuff. Among Black listeners, podcast ads continue to drive strong brand recall, motivating listeners to learn more about to make purchases. In fact, 73% of Black podcast listeners were able to recall a brand name after ad exposure compared to 70% overall. Black people are 3% more reachable. Nielsen survey found that 54% of Black listeners are more likely than overall listeners to buy a new product when their favorite podcast host or local radio personality mentions it. So again, advertisers should take note of the strategies that took root. Nielsen advised companies looking to make a connection to focus their investment on growing and amplifying women's sports stories. So there's nobody's advising Black people with any of this. They're advising companies who are advertising. The biggest takeaways: the right data partners and inclusive approach to cross-media data are essential, and think beyond the generic ad buy to reach audiences wherever they're tuned in. You can have super targeted communications, right? And there's a chance to take advantage of that to reflect someone's unique experience. It's a great opportunity to go beyond just reach and tap into a connection. Really dig in to that specific experience. And Nielsen is here to help.
I mix what I like, what I like, what I like, what I like, what I like.